It means you have to get prepared. It means that sometimes you have to look at your calendar and your schedule to see if you have the time to do it. Well, hopefully tonight we can help you with that some, so you understand the reason why your being available is so important. So, the Bible tells us to present ourselves to God as an instrument of righteousness in Romans 6:13. It also says that we are to make the best use of our time that is given to us in Colossians 4 and 5. And then in Romans 12 and 1 it says, tells us that it's our reasonable service to give our entire life to God. And so the question I have for you to begin, are you available? Now I'm asking you that right now. I want you to just think about it as we go through this lesson tonight. Because it's important that we do everything that we can do to be available, and we're talking about for God's work. Are you in a position to obey these commands that we just saw in the scriptures I just mentioned? Or have you filled up your schedule to the point that you are unavailable to work for God? Today's lesson will take a closer look at the lives of Aquila and Priscilla in an effort to find out what is involved in becoming more available to God. What does this look like? What will it require of us? So what we're going to do, there are some important characteristics that help you, assist you at being available. We strongly believe that you will see that those characteristics helped Aquila and Priscilla to do the work of God. So let us begin. The Bible tells us that after these things, Paul departed from Athens and went to Corinth, and he found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, who had recently came from Italy with his wife Priscilla. The reason why they were there, the Bible says, is because Claudius had commanded all the Jews to depart from Rome. And he came to them. Now, I'm not sure who was there first, and I don't know if that matters, but they came to be with Paul. In fact, I don't even know if they knew Paul was there, but they got together there in Corinth. Because there was a situation there in Rome with Claudius, and they had to have the Jews out. And it had something to do with their belief that Jesus was the Messiah. So here's a map here that depicts where they came from. In that upper left-hand corner, you'll see they came from Rome all the way down to Corinth. Now, they did that because of persecution. They had to leave. But they were there, and they came to Paul. This journey was done because of the Roman Empire, and it started about AD 49 because of that disturbance. So because they were of the same trade, they were tent makers. They stayed with them. In other words, Paul and Priscilla and Aquila stayed there together because they were tent makers. And that might not be the only reason, and this is something that we want to remember. Priscilla and Aquila had a home there. And so they invited Paul then to stay with them. And not only was Paul able to work because they were both tent makers, but then he had a place to stay as well. And we'll see later on that they became workers together, working for the Lord. So it looks like that let me make sure I got the right one here.